All right, it's time. Yze, we might welcome Adem Yze up the stage, everyone.
How are you, Yze?
Thanks, Yze. Thanks for popping in. Now, mate, you've got to talk right into these things. It feels a bit weird, but...
It wasn't my best view just then.
Yze, thanks for your time tonight, mate. It really has been a good, positive couple of weeks for the lads and the team.
Yeah, no doubt. We haven't won 2 in a row for a little while. But that being said, we've sort of done it in different ways. The week before was a bit of a grind against the Bombers, but on the weekend I felt like the second half we played a complete brand of footy, really strong in the contest. Our defence was strong and we started really getting some reward for effort on the back on turnover and with our ball movement. So, really pleased.
That speed in the third quarter in particular was really impressive, wasn't it? The ball movement and the speed, yeah.
Yeah, I felt, it's a hard one, whether it was... We did play a month of footy against really good teams, and when you play against good teams, you're playing against good defences. But I just felt like we were playing within ourselves a little bit, probably a bit too safe. So we went there with a plan on really taking the game to them and trying to get a bit more speed on the ball. And we picked a fast team, so we wanted to play a bit quicker. So nice to see the players get the reward.
Great to see. Jonty Fall, obviously, as an 18-year-old, with Tom Lynch absent from the side, but having him as the that leader in the forward line, how impressive has that been? And any season so far as well for a young key forward?
Yeah, I think you said it before. How can't you love him? His contest work, and he just wants to get better every day. He wants to fight people at training. And that's the type of kid he is, and that's the reason why he went so early in a draft. But I think the really pleasing thing for me is Jacob Koschitzky coming into the side when Lynchy went out. Just to give that steady head. Like he's a good footballer. He understands what's going on, and he knows he's obviously played forward line before. Hasn't played this year, but for him to go down there and help these younger boys, because it is one thing, obviously having some talent. But you're coming up against big defenders every week, and Tom Sims and like these guys are dealing with big boys every week, and it's unusual for key position. And Richo, you obviously would have went through that at the start of your career. For big boys to get so many games early in their career is unusual. So we've tried to manage them throughout the week, and we've sensed that they have been flat every now and then. But on the weekend, like I said, their effort and intent was outstanding, and finally got some reward for effort.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. I mean, you look at like an Aaron Cadman at the Giants. He's up to nearly 50 games now, but it's probably only been the last 10 games that he's really started to show that he's like a number one key forward. You probably need that 30, 40 games before you're able to do that as a key forward. Yeah,
and we've been preaching that for every player. We can't wait till they get to 50 games each, and we've got a lot that haven't. I did say to Jonty a few weeks before, we played against Riley Thilthorpe, and he's sort of 4 or 5 years into his career, and I think if Jonty grows a beard, that would be nice, and he can turn into someone like that. But that's the type of, like, he's a pick two, and you can start to see with Adelaide on the back of him on how important those big boys are. So we're blessed with a lot of key position players right now at both ends of the ground, and hopefully that will hold us in good stead for a long time.
Mentioned Tyler Young before. I mean, just his improvement since he's come back. I mean, he just looks a different player, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think someone did say Dylan Grimes before, and since his knee, he has come back a different player. He's worked so hard on his body. And we noticed it at training. There was a few sessions, probably 6 or 7 weeks ago, where he was chasing little forwards out of their back 50, and didn't realise it was him. So he's so fast, and obviously he's a big boy. And like I said, we're blessed with a lot of height. So we've got some good players playing, not getting a game right now, like Blighty, and Noah Bolts is going to try and force his way back into the side this week, and Lynchy's got to come back, and Harry Armstrong. So we've got some key position talent that. One, it's going to be hard to pick the team, but that's a good spot to be in.
Just on Harry Armstrong, will he play minutes this week at a certain level?
Yeah, they had a practice game. We organised a practice game with St Kilda.
Yep.
So that was only 15 aside, but they got some minutes in over the weekend. So him and Kane McAuliffe got through that, and they'll play VFL footy this week.
You go, Matthew.
What about Tajhton, Bruce? I mean, I think we can all see there's some special traits there, and you mentioned it before his first game, and we saw that. And then on the weekend again, that late mark, he's going to be a player that can really do some special stuff.
Yeah, he will. And the hardest thing is we've just got to temper that with managing his body for the next few weeks. And it's obviously a big step up playing AFL footy, but we've managed his game load. The most pleasing thing, I had a good chat to him today, is he's such a talented kid. He wants the ball in his hand at half time. I think he only had 3 or 4 possessions, and I could sense that on the bench. And but he stayed really clear. Stayed engaged, and for him to have 12 or 13 possessions in the second half really showed the talent that he's got. But he'll have some bumps along the road and along the way. And but yeah, you can see the talent that he's got, and we can't wait. The more he's got the ball in his hand, the better for us.
The thing that stood out to me on the weekend was that his step-in defensive stuff was actually something you can see the highlights of from an offensive point of view, but I thought he was really strong over the ball a few times and laid a few really punching tackles in our forward 50 to keep the ball in our front half as well.
Yeah, he does, and he's a clever player, and we highlighted a lot of the running patterns today. So MJ, obviously Morris gets rewarded and highlighted for the tackle and a lot of his unrewarded efforts, and but Taj was right beside him on a lot of them. So yeah, we obviously value that as a footy club. Our small forwards provide a lot of energy and spirit and spark on offense, but they do on defense as well. So it was good to see that vision today.
You must be wrapped with the way that Sam Banks grabbed his opportunity when Shorty was injured. He's just been terrific, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's part of that group that right now, that's where our growth's going to, or the big spike in our growth is going to come from. You obviously expect a lot from our first year players and the boys that are just scratching the surface that have just walked through our doors. But so for Ben Miller and that core group of players, our leaders are obviously leading really well and playing good footy, and we expect them to get better every day as well. But that middle tier, Tyler Sonsi, the guy, Ryan Mansell, Banksy, Tom Brown, the guys that are feeling like they belong on an AFL field right now, it's going to be their footy club. So the quicker we can get them to become leaders of our footy club, and Banksy's one of those, and he's so consistent, and we love the ball in his hands, and he's helping set up a lot of our good ball movement, which is nice.
Bruce, what about the leaders? I mean, we know what Nank brings. He's been doing it for 8 or 9 years here now, but just the way Tim and Jacob have bought into leading this group, but they've just been outstanding this year. I don't think you could have asked any more of either of those guys.
No, and going into the season, we knew if we had all of our midfield crew fit and available, I knew would be competitive. It's the engine room. It's where the game starts, and if you have got a good midfield and a competitive midfield, you're going to be competitive every week. So we missed those boys last year. They all missed big chunks of footy, and we expected a lot from Dowie and Kane McAuliffe last year. The silver lining to that is that they got games that they might not have gotten, and but this year now the availability of our senior boys, and that was the most pleasing thing in the last few weeks. We've been dealt a harsh hand the last few weeks. I think the VFL game a few weeks ago, we only had 6 VFL players playing. The injuries have started to creep up on us a little bit. We'll get a few back. I think Celts won't be too far away, but while we've been going through that, to bounce back and win a couple of games has been really pleasing.
How much have you enjoyed telling young players that they're going to debut and then catching up with their families?
Yeah, Livo jokes about that every day, or every time I'm about to do it. But it's easily the best part of my job, being able to not only see the faces of the players, but to get their families involved and see the reaction of their families. Yeah, I remember my first game when I got told it. It's just an amazing feeling. So to help a player fulfil their dreams and see him obviously do that on the MCG or at AFL level is easily the best part of my job.
Josh Smiley, we saw him out here training. He's the only one now, I think, is he, that hasn't played? Is he going to play soon? Or
he's going to. He'll hopefully full train this week and next week. We've got a really good, clear plan, and we want him to get through 2 big weeks of training before he plays. So hopefully within a couple of weeks he'll get some footy, and yeah, he'll be a guy that I'd love to give some exposure to before the season finishes, so he can go to the off season knowing what AFL footy's about. So yeah, I feel for him, but he's working really hard.
And your son Noah, who's playing, did he play in is he at Caulfield?
No, Casey.
Yeah. Casey, sorry. How's he going? And I believe he's helping out around the club on match day as well.
Yeah, he does. He helps Johnny. He's actually just done his hammy last Thursday, which is unusual for us. We don't do soft tissue injuries. But no, he's loving it. And so he's sort of got a split personality. He's playing at Casey and he still hangs out with the Melbourne boys. But then, Johnny gets him in, he puts the colours on and helps the boys out, which is nice.
Is there a view for him to nominate for the draft this year?
Yeah, he will.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how is that balancing, I guess, being a father and then an AFL coach as well, with a son that's coming up through the talent pathway also?
Oh, we obviously try to help him out as much as you can, but he's in a different program, understanding Melbourne have still got the opportunity to pick him up as a father-son, so we're always in conversation with them, with his manager, so hopefully he loves his footy and hopefully he can fulfil his dream as well.
Ooze, can you give us an update on Sammy Lawler? Has he had the surgery yet?
Yeah, he has, and it's all gone well, and I'm not sure how many surgeons say that it doesn't. But no, he has. It's all gone well. It's actually really interesting to see. I think Hayden Young had the same operation come back. And he was pretty talented the other day as well. So, so all things considered, he's gone well. He'll be away from the footy club for the next few days, make sure there's no infection and things like that. But still learning the guitar and
it's not bad.
I think he's quite life right now.
Yeah, there's not many things he can't do.
Yeah, exactly. He knows how to play footy, knows how to sing.
Mate, he's a start. It's good to hear that. Aiden, any chance you could get the font just a little bit bigger? Fair dinkum.
It's good to see.
Yeah, you know when you've turned 50. Okay, couple of fan questions here, Roos. This is from Tara Wainwright. Where are you, Tara? You here? Yeah, over there somewhere. There we go. So Tara would love to know, will Oliver Hayes-Brown get a chance at AFL in the close future? If not, what steps are we taking to get him there?
Yeah, it's a really good question. He'd easily be the most improved player on our list, and he's obviously a Category B rookie and a basketballer, but to say that there was an opportunity for him to play AFL footy this year, no one would have thought that last year.
If
but
Nank
right
went
now,
down,
his
could he
growth.
come in?
What's that?
If Nank went down, could he come in?
Yeah, no doubt. We'd give him an opportunity. He would deserve it. So he, like I said, his VFL form, and credit to Van Marek, the amount of work and time and effort he was doing it again today, just the finer details of his game. He's changed his body. He understands where to run. He's such a big boy, and now he knows how to mark the ball, which is nice for a ruckman. So, credit to him. There's an opportunity for him, hopefully, in the near future.
Luke Bentley, where are you, Luke? Right down the front. I can see you because I can't see at the back there. It's only for up close, right?
Get your own glasses.
They are mine. Okay, Luke Bentley, he wants to know, what's the biggest challenge and what's your proudest moment this year?
Oh, I think biggest challenge is seeing injuries. We went through a lot last year, and to see Judson Clark do his knee again and things like that, Jacob Bauer, that's obviously always the saddest part of a coach's journey and dealing with that. And Bowers has had his operation today. I'll probably go and pop in on the way home. But seeing the disappointment and the things that are going through players' minds when they are injured. And what was the last one?
And your proudest moment this year?
Oh, it's a hard one. I don't really have a personal proudest moment other than the fact that, like I said, the boys that have been able to debut for our footy club, seeing their smiles on their faces when we win a game of footy and reap the rewards of their effort. So I'm proud every time we get that win. Yeah.
Hey, how good is it having Oos in here tonight joining us? So thanks, Oos. Really appreciate it. Mate, appreciate your time and go well this way. It's a massive game. Milana and Madeline, Collingwood Footy Club. What a great challenge, you know?
Yeah, it is, and good to see that they've lost a couple in a row and we've won a couple. So, but it was interesting. Even our leaders today spoke about it to our boys, and there's no reason why they should want to win this game more than us. So, we're going to hopefully put on a performance that you're all proud of, and that's all I can expect. And hopefully we can do that this weekend.
No, we've been very proud, mate. So thanks for joining us tonight, Adem Yze, senior coach. Thank you. Thanks, mate.